We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales of Amnesia, Lunar Eclipse. This is episode 7. You all have just left the branches of the Emerald Canopy. The following evening, you walk along the coastal road to Gold Harbor. The dregs of the jungle are around you, clumps of trees with wild vines hanging from their branches, occasionally dotting the roadside. Further north, however, the coastal humidity transitions to the drier climate of the savanna a few miles inland. As you crest over a hill, the city itself is suddenly displayed out in all its splendor in front of you. The evening sun casts a golden glow over the bustling port town. The sun, a fiery orb, is setting over the ocean to the west, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. The air is hot and humid, carrying the scent of the sea. The city itself is a vibrant tapestry of color. Buildings constructed of sandstone and terracotta stand in low, square shapes. Their surfaces are alive with bright paints and intricate patterns, making the cityscape a dazzling jumble of hues. The streets are lively, filled with people in the throes of their daily routines. Some are hastily finishing their work, their hands and brows glistening with the toil of the day, while others stroll leisurely, heading home or seeking the comfort of a local tavern. The docks are a hive of activity. Dozens of ships, from small fishing boats to large merchant vessels, are moored, their masts and sails forming a forest of timber and canvas against the evening sky. The air is filled with the calls of seagulls and the creaking of wood, and the sound of commerce and travel that never truly ceases. As you enter the city proper, what would you like to do?
You said it's evening?
It is. The sun is setting over the ocean.
Naka says, "This feels different, but oh so familiar."
What's the temperature like? You said it's dry.
It's actually rather humid here. A few miles inland, it gets dry. But here it is rather humid. Also, I am hearing an echo. Is anyone else hearing that? Okay.
Is it me?
Must have been. It is rather humid and hot, even though the sun is setting.
I mean, Yorfir slides off his leather jacket that has a fur collar around it and ties it around his waist, because this is probably the hottest and humid area that he's been in quite some time. Maybe just pats his brow a little bit.
Hey, you still have your jacket.
Oh yeah, I still have my jacket. How did...
The horses didn't take it from you? You didn't give it to the horses?
I would never give my jacket to any horse.
I totally forgot about the horses.
Wait, what horses?
Good.
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 Well, I guess that worked out.
Yeah, that worked out perfect in my favor. So we're like entering a city, correct?
Yes. And it's been a day since you left the jungle. I don't think I made that super clear.
Okay. Is there, do we know exactly what city this is? Is there any signage?
Elora could definitely tell you it is
Elora.
Gold Harbor.
Gold Harbor.
Where are we at? We're in Gold Harbor.
We're in Gold Harbor.
Great. Sweet.
Yes.
Alright. Should we maybe try to find a place to rest, since it's been a day since we've done that? Maybe get a little food or something? What do y'all think?
How
We could do
long
that.
is the boat ride to the Golden Isle? if that's like an 8-day row, then maybe we can sleep on the boat or something.
That's smart, Vidar.
Are we going straight to the Golden Isles? I thought we were going to Dawncrest first
Yeah.
to try to get you some medical help.
That would be my preference.
Well,
I think
you
we
can
decided
do
to
that.
Go to the Gold Harbor first.
Yeah, you could go to Dawncrest first. However, the Golden Isles are like less than a day's ship ride away, and Dawncrest is like 3 or 4 days walk away.
Well, I thought we were
we
going to
had-
take a boat to Dawncrest.
Oh, sure. It would still be a couple of days to Dawncrest, and then you would go back down south to the Golden Isles. So,
I don't remember the notes, but I do think we did discuss a couple of episodes ago that we were going to try to go to Golden Harbor or Isles first, and then go to Dawncrest because we thought that.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't really.
I just-
remember, but
I
feel
don't
like
remember.
But Vidar,
What? What's the internal timer? I was given an estimate based on when the medication stops, based on how much rest. Do I have a rough estimate, like 2 to 3 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks? It's a days at this point.
based on your 3-week estimate, that would be you would have 15 days left, I think, according to the 3-week estimate, which is an estimate.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it has been 6 days since then.
Okay, so it's been 6 days, so we have maybe 5 days more. Correct.
It could be way less.
It could be way less. Is the okay? And we're going. How does
Well,
everyone feel about this?
Maybe it'll turn south way sooner than we expect, and it'll happen right after we get to the Golden Isles, and whatever evil we find there, we'll just sick Vidar on them.
I would prefer that's not the option we do.
Approach, Ignatius. 2 birds, 1 stone scenario. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could go to the docks and see what sort of charters are leaving and when. What kind
Okay.
of timelines we have. I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Maybe that'll help settle some issues.
Okay.
I'm also not opposed to if we have to commandeering a vessel.
I don't think we'll have to do that.
Making it our own timeline. I'm just saying, I'm not opposed to it. Alright, let's go see if we can find a boat to commandeer. A charter to take.
Okay. You guys head towards the docks. As you arrive, you see that the bustle that you had seen from above at this point is starting to die down as the sun reaches the horizon. But what you do see is let's see. Dozens of ships. There are sleek, fast-looking schooners with polished wood and bright sails, ready to cut through the waves like arrows. Sturdy merchant vessels sit heavy in the water, laden with goods and treasures. Small fishing boats bob alongside grand naval ships, the latter displaying impressive cannons and intricate figureheads. One particular ship catches your eye, a majestic galleon with elaborate carvings decorating its hull, depicting mythical sea creatures and grand adventures. Its sails are brilliant white, reflecting the setting sun. However, a large scar mars the majestic ship's a nearly patched hole punched through the hull. You also see a number of stalls and like workstations that are currently empty, and the people you do see around here seem to be like either they're here on night watch or they're like wrapping up their work for the day. You do also see a desk that has a sign next to it that says Dockmaster, which is currently empty. Sort of sitting in the middle of the docks.
The hole that has been patched, do we have any way of telling, like, is this a like cannonball sized hole, or is this like a sea creature giant tentacle sized hole?
Sure.
Or is it a blaster fire?
I'll say a investigation check, or I'll say specifically Naka. You could also do a lore check. But either way, I think Naka would have advantage on this.
What if my lore is a -1? Can I bypass that?
You could also. Well, is your investigation any higher?
No, it's no, because my intelligence
Cool.
is -1.
Cool. Well, roll with advantage.
Smart pirate. All right. Let's see here. Advantage is roll twice.
Yes, and take the higher.
Take the high. All right, 16. So 15.
15's pretty good. It looks like it was. It looks too big to be just a single cannonball. But you also don't see like it looks like it was punched inward and nothing was like ripped out or anything. So you think it's probably not some kind of sea monster trying to claw its way in or anything. Your best guess is maybe it was like a grape shot or something that like blasted a big hole in the side of the hull.
Can I tell on the Dockmaster's office, is there like any paperwork on the front desk?
There would not be any paperwork at the moment. I'll say, actually, give me if you want to take a minute and sort of look around the stand.
I do.
Okay, then give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. There we go. Okay, I got a whopping 4.
Cool. There is no paperwork stored here. It seems that is too insecure. They probably take it home for the night.
Okay.
Or lock it up somewhere else.
I also get insecure about my paper.
Was there anyone standing close to the boat that caught everyone's eye? With the hole in the hull?
Yeah. Why don't you give me another perception check? And Naka, you can join him on this since you were inspecting the ship.
I mean, the ship that caught your fear's eye was the battleship. But that's what I want to steal. 16 investigation.
Perception, not investigation.
Oh,
does that change it?
I'm sorry. It does.
Is there
It
still
goes up to
advantage on this or no?
No, just a flat roll.
Yeah.
it goes up to
7.
17 on that.
Okay. Naka, you're distracted looking at the hole in the ship. Your fear, you do notice what appears to be a sentry patrolling the deck, clad actually in furs. You immediately mark this as not Alkuli, probably Elysian.
He's in furs, you said?
Yeah, like a fur coat or cloak.
Okay. Do I see any insignias or symbols that I could recognize?
I'll just go off of your last perception check. No, you do not see any insignia at all.
Gosh. I'm gonna. What's everybody else doing? You guys just looking around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yorfear doesn't care. Yorfear is gonna walk up to the guy and say, I don't know, a bit hot today.
Sorry, you're walking up to the. Okay.
Yeah. the guy
So
by
this
the
is
boat.
like a full galleon. So he's like probably 15 feet above you at the moment.
Oh, I thought he was off on the dock. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
he's
sorry. I
patrolling.
misunderstood. I thought he was. It's like reverse Monty Python. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Is he okay? I thought I misunderstood. It looked like people were going home. That's my bad.
Most people do appear to be going home. However, it's, especially on the larger ship, there seems to be at least one sentry on most of them.
Okay.
And this one has one in a fur cloak. Grant, we are hearing the dice bag a little bit, FYI.
I liked it. It calmed my anxiety. Do I see
Sensitive
a
microphone.
Omni, by him?
Do you see any what? Sorry?
An Omni?
You do not see an Omni.
I feel like this guy's a part of the remnant. I guess,
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Definitely remnant.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation.
Yeah.
I guess, is there a way to get up on the ship?
I mean, there is a gangplank currently, like, leading down to the dock.
Okay.
The ship's
yeah,
not
I'll-
flying any colors or anything. Did you say that?
No, it does not appear to be flying any colors.
Okay. I'll walk you. I'll walk up the plank and what brings you
I'm with
to
you
this
over.
side? Okay, thank you. Of
You're going with him, you said?
Yeah, I'm going with him. Yeah.
what brings you to this side of the world, brother? Brother.
As he hears the steps on the gangplank, he immediately rushes from wherever he was on the ship to the whatever that's called, where the gangplank meets the ship.
Poop deck, where the poop deck meets the gangplank.
Yep, I do
Okay.
not know naval terms.
That's all right. The sphincter of the boat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he.
I'm gonna enter the sphincter.
Yep. So he meets you essentially at the top of the gangplank. With he's holding up a lantern.
Okay.
Since the sun at this point is like almost entirely below the horizon.
Have no fear. Don't. We mean you no harm, no trouble.
All right. Why are you on my ship?
I'm. Want to make this clear? I'm not on it yet. I'm still on the plank. I did not enter without your approval, sir. My crew and I are looking for a mighty ship to take us on a little journey that we have to go on. We're hoping you fine travelers. You look like you have witnessed mighty journeys before, and we're looking for more mighty journeyers to bring us on our way. You look like you're not from around here, too. So that's another plus.
I recognize an Elysian accent, which neither of us are really doing, so...
Didn't know we
just
had
pretend.
an accent.
Yeah.
It's like a Midwest thing. I didn't know we had an accent. We just say
Exactly.
Myers, okay?
Yep.
Krogers. We pluralize everything. That's what Elysians do. We just
Exactly.
go into the stores today.
I admit it's good to see a familiar face on this side of the world.
Agreed.
However, I don't think we can help you.
Oh, why is that?
We have other engagements.
Ah, new lands that you're trying to be lords of, huh? I wink.
More or less.
Nice. What engagements brings you this way?
I don't think I am at liberty to discuss this without the captain.
Ooh,
Thought this was your ship.
Oh,
he's
no.
got a point.
I am the guardsman. I'm
You did
the
say it was
watchman.
your ship, so I was just,
Well,
you were a little
It
confused.
is as much my ship as it is any other crew member's ship.
It's good. Pride amongst the crew.
Who's the captain of this ship?
Captain Longfellow.
Captain Panaka.
Yep,
Right.
perfect.
Longfellow. Well, where is Longfellow?
Currently ashore.
Well, could we maybe find this fellow Elysian? Maybe we could talk to him ourselves, see if he can help us out. Your ship really caught our eye from the beautiful...
Well, we're also not,
thing.
as you probably noticed, currently seaworthy. But I suppose if you wanted to talk to the captain, you could look to the Salty Kraken.
Salty Kraken. That's a great name, honestly. A lot of
At a bar?
sea shandies happening there. Speaking of not seaworthy, what happened to the side of your ship there? It looks like it really took a beating. You guys must have seen something pretty rough out there on the open seas. I'm familiar with the high seas myself, so I know how treacherous they can be.
A foolish band of pirates tried to take us.
Oh, swashbucklers. Try to take this beautiful ship. I can see yourself.
I nudge your fear. On that will.
Wait, what? Come again? Where were the pirates that tried to take you? Were they close to the shore?
We were following the coast down from up towards Dawncrest. And they came out from a seemed like some kind of river mouth, and ambushed us. In that direction.
Ah, from the river mouth there. I
Indeed.
see. Yes. I don't know that river, but I'm sure my friend down on the dock knows it. Speaking of Dawncrest, we actually have to go up that way. Are you guys going back that way in the near future? Once you get your ship ready for the sea?
Sorry, but again, I can't discuss our plans without the captain.
Can I? That's fine. As we're talking, do I see anything notable on the poop deck?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Man, I love that I just said the word poop deck several times. Perception. Sweet. That's 18.
I actually have no idea what part of the ship is the poop deck. but-
It's the main deck.
Oh,
It's
is it?
the main,
Okay,
yeah, walking area.
Cool.
It's not where you poop, but that's what they call it.
Well, I knew that much, but yeah.
I mean, I guess some people probably pooped there.
I'm sure it has happened. Well, what you don't see is poop.
Okay, all right.
You see no cannons on the deck itself, though. You did see, like, at the level so there's like a an elevated I want to say it's called like a forecastle or something. I don't know, like the back of the ship has a room encased in it. There's also one up at the front, and you did see a couple of cannons poking out of there as you approached from likely inside those rooms. You would also see, just normal ship supplies. Most everything, or at least anything that seems like valuable is seems to not be stored on deck. It seems to be in rooms.
Is he the only crew member we see?
At the moment, yeah.
Nice.
Is there any way of telling if there are more?
Make another perception check.
Okay.
And now this is like a massive ship, right? This would take probably a crew to run, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'd
More than
be
6 of us.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Like,
Don't worry. I'm not
an experienced crew
stupid,
could probably run it with 6, but it would, like, for you guys,
Yeah, that's fine.
13.
13. Yeah, you during this conversation, you're like listening around for footsteps from below, or like looking for lights in shining out of the portholes and whatever. You don't see anything, but like the sound of the waves crashing against the ship and the docks might be drowning something out.
Last thing, can I see anything on his person that I recognize? Colors, symbols, anything?
Make a history check.
Dope. Okay. That is a 19.
Um, 19. This guy is, 1 second. You actually notice, that, his cape, or his cloak, appears to be soaked at the moment. It's dripping water on the deck, and you suddenly remember an old superstition you had heard, where if you soak your cloak in seawater, then the sea's protection will follow you inland. And there is one group in particular that you know stays away from land as much as possible.
Okay.
Are those the Voltaire or whatever? Forget the name. It was a V name, right? The Radicals.
That is the... Hang on 1 second. No. They stay away in... Well, yeah, well, the remnants have their hideout in the... in the Royal Gulf, correct, DMs? That's where they hide
Point
out.
the map.
If I remember correctly.
That is where it's theorized that they generally hang out.
Theorized.
but-
Okay.
Yeah, because there seems to be more activity around the Royal Gulf than elsewhere.
Sure.
But yes, the remnant.
Would I be assuming these are remnant?
These are almost certainly remnant. They are
Okay.
superstitious Elysians
Okay.
with soaked cloaks. It's yeah. Yeah, with
Okay.
a 19, yes, this is
Sure.
remnant.
Okay. Yeah, forgive me, friend. Foolish of me. In my haste to get my friends here on our journey, I forgot to ask your name.
Dorian.
Dorian. Pleasure to meet you, Dorian. Pleasure to meet you. And you said your Captain Longfellow? Was that correct? He was at the
Yes.
Salty Kraken?
Indeed.
Okay. Can I tell if he is lying about his name?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
13.
He doesn't seem to be.
All right, perfect. Dorian, it was a pleasure meeting you. My friends and I will be on our way. And once again, Dorthan from Elysian, I hope to run into you very soon. And
Dorian.
No. Oh, my name is Dorthan.
Oh,
You are Dorian. I am Dorthan. And I
Understood.
I reach out and shake his hand.
he shakes it back. So it's actually sort of like grasps your wrist.
Sure,
good
sure.
Firm shake.
brother.
That's an Elysian thing. We're just,
Hell yeah, no gods, brother.
and then we just.
Well-
I'm gonna walk off the. Well, okay, yeah, a remnant. Never mind. Something different. I didn't say that out loud, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Naka we're just gonna walk out. So I walk down the plank and look to the group and say, well, his captain Longfellow is not on that ship. If we want to talk to him, he's in a bar up the way. I don't think they're gonna be much help to us. They're a group from Elysium called the Remnants, and they're kind of they're obsessed with trying to find different artifacts that our god left behind, and they believe that they're gonna reunite with the god one day, and it's a whole thing. We don't need to get into it right now. Pretty much they view all of our society as jacked up because we killed our god. So we could go talk to Longfellow, or we could try another boat, or we could just commandeer one of those ships there and just be on our way.
Does
We have
anyone
a
know how to
captain. I look at
drive
Naka.
a ship though? A water ship?
Yeah, I mean, we could probably manage.
So I have two things. One, it's like the sun is down. It's dark at this point,
the perfect
or
time
at
to
best
commandeer.
twilight. Two, could I have Naka and your fear make a perception check?
Oh my gosh, my rolls are garbage tonight.
18.
You've had some pretty good rolls until now. 18, cool.
Good thing you got an 18, because I got a whopping 6. I'm gonna throw this dice out.
Yeah, your fear, you don't notice anything, but Naka, you turn. So as you were leaving the ship, walking down the gangplank, you noticed that Dorian suddenly made a sharp intake of breath, is like almost a audible gasp, and is currently staring at your fear as you walk all the way down.
Oh no! Oopsies.
I think I make mention of it to Yorker after we hit the bottom of the plank. Just like,
I'm gonna say, keep on walking. Would I know? I'm assuming I have a gut feeling. I know why he's looking at me. Because of the thing strapped to my back.
I'm sorry, are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking the DMs. Would your fear have like a
I
gut
don't tell
feeling?
you how you're feeling.
Okay, well, all right. Well, I have a feeling I know why he's. I'm gonna just tell now. I have a feeling I know why he's looking at us, and
okay.
I'm gonna play real nonchalant here, and I'm just gonna keep walking forward with Naka, and I'm gonna just tell him. Are we like with the group now?
Yeah, you guys are back at the group, and I'll say you had your brief conversation about stealing
Okay.
ships or whatever the heck.
Can
it was.
I look back at Dorian? Is he still staring at me?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Oh, natty 20.
He is trying so hard to hide it, but he's every 2 seconds glancing back over at you.
I go like this, and I wave to him as I'm talking to the group.
He instinctively starts to raise his hand and then quickly drops it back down.
As I'm waving to him, I just am whispering to the group. In my younger years, I know you know that I was a thief. I may have taken something of high value from them in their group, and they may have realized it. And I think if we don't want trouble with these people, we should probably continue walking or start our journey. Whether that's commandeering a boat and leaving now, or we figure some place to hide for a little while. But I suggest we don't go talk to Captain Longfellow if we don't want an issue. Or you guys can maybe go talk to him, but we definitely don't want to talk to him after that gentleman up there has notified him of my existence.
We should probably go talk to Longfellow then, because how would that ship help us? We're just gonna leave you here on shore?
You definitely don't want to do that.
How important is this artifact to you? Could we use it to buy passage?
Oh, it's really important to me. I don't think we want to give it to them at all. Don't like that suggestion at all. We should definitely find a different way to go to the shore. You know how bad you want to get that thing out of your stomach, Vidar?
My whole body, but yes.
Okay, that's how badly I don't want this artifact to go to the remnant.
Those of you who are facing in that direction see Dorian walking down the gangplank.
Okay, I don't
He's
like
coming,
where this
he's coming.
Okay, act normal, guys. Act normal. Okay. Dorian, hey, what's up, buddy?
Dorthan.
Oh,
yeah,
Dorthan.
I was gonna say, can I use? Hold on, it's a new thing. Production value.
He was saying your name.
That's right. I realized after.
Yeah. So production value. What does
We
that
just
give you?
keep doing
I
this.
can do like 7 different things if I want to.
Oh, this is like the thaumaturgy.
It's like
equivalent, I think.
prestidigitation or
Oh,
thaumaturgy. Yeah.
Okay.
As he's walking
I feel like
over-
it's somewhere in between.
I whisper to the group, "Oh yeah, my name is Dorthan, just so you guys know, not your fear."
Can I create a? I don't know. Your fear. What would be some value to him if I create an illusionary image in the sky away from us?
Not. I don't think that'll matter too much.
Well, I mean, it's not something he would see,
Oh,
right? Can I? Okay. Can I put a? It's a 5-foot radius, right? So, or diameter. So it's not very big. Can I make a small dragon in the sky?
Sure. Yeah. Like
Okay.
make it small but
Gandalf
put it
style.
low in the sky so
Yeah,
it looks
yes,
like it's
okay.
really high.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. Just to distract him. Just to
Sure. Make a both a sleight of hand check and a performance check.
Okay. Okay.
I want to know what your sleight of hand stat is actually.
It's actually pretty high.
Nice.
I think he's got pretty good decks.
So that's a dirty 20 for sleight of hand.
Okay.
And what was the other one you said?
Performance.
Performance.
Actually, do you guys have performance?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good.
Uh, 12.
Okay. He stops as he's approaching you, probably 10 to 15 feet away, just staring up at the sky for a moment as the dragon sort of like does a little circle around, and you realize, oh shoot, I forgot to flap the wings for a minute there. And he just sort of starts looking around, like he's looking around on the dock at all the, not very many, but the people around. Does not seem to be currently fooled by this, but is confused.
Oh, okay.
Has
can
not noticed you specifically.
Okay, can I do one more other thing in production values? Because it says I can do up to 3.
Okay.
Can I do one more?
Yep.
Can I cause harmless tremors in the ground for a minute? I'm just trying to distract this dude so we can get out of here. You know? Can I do that?
Totally.
Okay.
Oh, he's just a little guy. It's all right. We can beat him up. We can take his lunch money. It's all right.
How the heck would he react to this? Yeah. So you are like on docks at the moment. So.
Mini tidal waves. Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. I feel like he would. So this isn't just me trying to like play it off like, oh yeah, and totally nothing happens. But I feel like tremors on the dock would actually not be super unusual. So at least at first, like, he probably assumes like a ship bumped against the docks or something. But then, so like he's walking towards you, like real close at this point, and the tremors are still going, and now he's looking down at his feet, again looking around now, like a little more frantically, but still seems to want to approach you.
Sorry, you're up here. I tried.
It's fine. It's all right. How are we doing, brother? Enjoying the festivities? I look at Naka.
Yeah, oh, is there a festival? Is that why there's the
There must
weird
be.
dragon?
Must be. Strange people, the Alkuli.
Where did you find one of the masterworks of Forgestorm?
What do you mean?
Yorva the Unforgiving. Where did you find her?
Come again?
Give me a deception check.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 13.
I have rolled an 18 3 times in a row.
Alright.
Can
Sorry,
he
you
get
said 13?
advantage if all of us just look really confused?
Yeah, 13.
I'll allow it. Yeah, roll again. Yeah, you're all
What?
helping.
Well, that didn't help. You got a
Okay,
9.
Cool.
Good try, Grant. Thank you. I am just not great tonight, guys. My rolls are as good as my energy. I'm sorry.
The sword on your back that says Yorva the Unforgiving. One of the works of
my
Valdar
gosh.
Forgestorm.
Oh my gosh. I take it off my back. Is that what that says? Forgive me, I was an orphan. I don't know how to read. And I point it to Naka and I'm like, is that what that actually says?
What language is it in?
You probably don't even know
One
it.
we probably
That's what I
don't
mean,
understand.
Oh, you were an orphan.
I think
too.
it'd be written in the common script. I think it'd be written in the common script.
Forgive me.
Okay.
I never learned how to properly read or write. Is that a masterwork, you say? What are these?
Hey, I just want to say this out loud. I think I'm going to stick with, because this is essentially an extension of the same lie, I think I'm going to stick
okay,
with the
perfect.
deception check from before.
That's fine. I think your fear is still going ahead and just
for
pitching.
sure.
He's pitching a softball. That's fine.
For sure. Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Well, it doesn't seem that you have her mate, but surely you know deicide.
I do. I was told. I know I was an orphan, but we all know of deicide.
Deicide is understandably the most famous of his creations, but not the only one. Now I will ask again. Where did you find Yorva the Unforgiving?
Who would have thought this old chunk of rock would have been worth anything? It was passed down from generation to generation, and I found it in the garbage one day because someone didn't want it.
Okay, this is a new lie, so I'll ask for another deception check. A lot of rolls from you tonight.
Deception?
Yeah.
It's a 19.
Talk to Captain Longfellow. He would be very interested to see that.
Does Captain Longfellow, is he like related to the guy that made it or something? Why'd he be interested?
He has an interest in ancient artifacts.
You guys aren't trying to take this thing, are you?
Take? No. Buy?
Oh,
Well, you'll have to talk to Longfellow.
well, I can tell you, it's not for sale.
I suppose I've said my piece.
All right, Dorian. See you later, man. Get back on that ship. Oh, I think someone is on there already.
He spins around.
Oh my gosh, there's somebody up there.
And looks at the ship for a moment. Like he takes a couple steps and then stops. Are you guys doing anything in this moment?
I'm pointing as he turns around. Ah, got you.
Talk to Longfellow, Dorthan.
All
Turns
right.
around and walks back towards the ship.
While he's walking away, can I make the dragon like fly over his head?
Sure. He like
Taunting
bats
this
at it.
Taunt every NPC. All right. Listen, I don't really care too much about this stuff, but if you guys want to go talk to Longfellow, we can. I don't know if it's necessary for our journey, but don't know what else you guys want to do. This isn't up to me.
Did you explain the fact that they were a group of people that are trying to hunt down artifacts, or do we
I
not
did.
know that?
I did
yeah,
explain.
I think he got that
Yeah,
right.
when he was walking down, they like to hunt down the artifacts, and yeah. So
Is
I'm
it
kind of-
possible there would be any artifacts on the Golden Isles?
I don't think so, because I think they typically look for artifacts closer to where our god died, like by the Maw area and some other regions, but maybe they could. Something may have brought them out this way. I guess can I do a history check to know if I would know if there would be things on the Golden Isles?
Sure. Yeah, history check.
That's a natural 20. Good lord.
Cool. This is all the information you could possibly get from this,
Okay.
to be clear. There could be.
Cool. Yeah, I don't really
Things-
know.
I'll elaborate a little bit. The relics, like at least 1,000 years ago, would have been concentrated around the Maw and whatnot, but things could have been scattered in the past 1,000 years.
Okay. All right, I make that known. So I guess if we want to go talk to these people, we can. If not, I don't know how pertinent this is to our journey. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. The mate that they're talking about is the sword that killed our god. So, yeah. So obviously this sword has some that I didn't really know.
Give me a... Actually, one second.
Wait, so is Yorva a part of a whole that killed your god?
Not that I know of. It sounds like there's like two weapons possibly. They're not from the same piece,
That
but I
just
could
travel
be wrong.
together.
Give me
Yes.
another I'll say either history or insight.
Sorry, I'm also trying to pull something up on my wiki about this
Okay.
as well. So, you're good. History or insight, you said?
Yeah, tell me which.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go history.
Okay.
I got a 16.
You've definitely never heard of a mate to deicide. You've probably heard whispers of like similarly powerful weapons from the time of the death of Eternus. I'll say there's probably like a few different like pairs of weapons that stick out through the mythology. You don't really remember anything specific about any of them, but you do know that none of them were specifically tied to deicide.
Okay. I'll relay that to the group. Can you remind me, refresh my memory so I can just write it down in my notes? What was the name of the masterwork that the guy? Was it Stormforge?
Forge Storm. Close.
Okay. Your fear says Stormforge. Moving forward. Forge Storm. Okay. All right.
Is there? I was gonna say, is there a story we could make up about us knowing of an artifact on the Golden Isle to get them to take us over there and to maybe lie a little bit about maybe giving them your sword, even though we never will, but just to get over there and handle it when we get there?
Another horse and jacket scenario.
But
Always at the cost
we need to
of
get
me.
back too, and line
Right.
to get there is going to be an issue.
Good.
We only need to get back for you, right?
I mean, we also don't want to be stuck on the island with
I
a
guess you're right.
giant. Do you want to be stuck on an island with an army
No.
knockout?
I will
Absolutely
say,
not.
You sure?
we probably don't want to make enemies of these people. Knowing the remnant, they are very much purist, and they're a cult. Essentially, we view them as a cult, and they are definitely in belief that Eternus's return is near.
So we'll just add them to the list of cults that we don't want to mess with. And if we
I'll
don't
add one-
have to mess with them,
I'll add one little bit of information, which is they are actively working towards
Yeah.
the return of Eternus.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Is if we wanted to spin a tale, you guys did fall from the sky.
yeah.
We could spin that into being maybe the return of Eternus is near, if we wanted them to be on our side. But that's a lot of lies to tell.
Is
Look,
there
I think-
something to do with beings falling from the sky that signals the return of Eternus? Because I remember Ember said something about that with the return
Yeah.
of Dycax.
From my memory, it's like really just like Eternus is gonna come back and he's gonna just kind of bring a hand of retribution and destroy all the people who defeated him and offer salvation to the faithful. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could go talk to him. I could act like I'm a purist. I know that would be a hard pill to swallow, but I could probably make my way around it. I don't know.
I don't think it's worth lying to them.
I agree.
I think we could find another way.
Okay, let's go find another way. Any
Is there
ideas?
any kind of, I know it's dark, but is there any kind of like notice board or like schedule or something of like ships going in and out.
The Salty Kraken did sound like an area that ship people would hang out in. So if we wanted to
Sure.
find another way, we could just walk in there.
But with him there, you don't want to be there.
I could hide the sword. He doesn't know who I am. He's looking at the sword. So we can hide the sword. Alora, I'm sure you got some tricks up your sleeve that you could hide the sword.
Why would you think that?
You're no magic.
No, man.
No? Okay. All right. Sorry. Thought you were a magician.
I mean, I could hide you, I suppose.
I mean, I can hide myself pretty well. I was a thief for a lot of years. Okay, I'll hide the sword. It's
Why
fine.
did you ask for my tricks?
So I have shape water. So I wonder if I could like take some water and like freeze it in ice or something because it lasts an hour
Okay.
and hide it somewhere. I don't know.
I don't really want it to leave my side. I'm gonna just hold on to it and
Okay.
I'll put it on my
Well-
body.
well-
It's fine.
But that could work. We just disguise it as a sword of ice instead of a sword of omnite.
Your back might be cold, but
I will also
You'll
say
be
It's
fine.
hot here.
So, I'm not sure we've gotten a full description of the sword. The hilt is pure omnite, and glowing.
So the whole sword can be encased in ice.
Or
Ice
your
is
can
translucent.
just stay outside while Naka tries to
Or that.
find us a ship.
Ship captain to ship captain.
Yep.
Sure,
That'll be better.
that sounds great.
the Salty Kraken sounds like my kind of place. So
Do you guys have krakens in above the Omnite Sea?
we have
Not that I
other
know of.
beasts.
Only in
Yeah, what?
movies.
Yeah, only in movies. There's that one that line, release the Kraken. You know?
What's a movie? What's a movie?
I create an illusion of
Never
Pirates of the
type of
Caribbean
Kraken.
and show it to your fear on the way to the salty Kraken.
Yeah. You just you
Jack
pull
Sparrow
the pirated
is
movie
canon
out
now.
of your database. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Glorious. All right. Are you showing me the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial as well? Are you giving me like the whole history of Johnny
That was
Depp?
like 10,000 years ago. And just the movie.
All right, perfect. Okay. All right, so let's walk to the Salty Kraken. Is anyone else? I think someone should accompany Naka, right?
I'll go with him.
Maybe, yeah, have some people go with Naka. You guys could also look for some other sea captains too if we wanted to.
All right,
All right, I guess I'm standing outside.
off to the Salty Kraken.
And I'm trying to make the hilt not as noticeable as well.
And if are there any other people that look like me? And giant green.
Right. I'll say you've probably seen a few Githyanki.
Okay,
You probably have not seen any as large as you.
sure. Okay, all right.
What does the Salty Kraken look like on the outside?
Funny you should ask. I have a description of it.
Cool.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Upscale. Let's get them. Yeah.
As you weave through the streets of Gold Harbor, you eventually find yourself standing before the Salty Kraken. Its weathered wooden facade, adorned with a faded sign swinging in the evening breeze, speaks of many years of service. The air is thick with the scent of salt and spiced rum.
Naka's happy.
Would you like to go inside?
Absolutely.
How many levels is the Spiced Kraken? Like 1 story, 2 story? Are there people hanging outside?
There are some people hanging outside, yes. I'd say 2 stories. It does not look like a nice place. Does not look like you're going into a nice place.
Are there any windows, like on the outside?
There are some, yeah.
I'm guessing this is a place that welcomes all people, highborn, lowborn.
I don't know if a highborn would be caught dead here, but sure, they'd be welcome.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of hang out. If there's like a darker point in an alley, like meeting the front of the building, I kind of want to hang out there.
Okay.
Kick my feet up against the wall. Probably smoke a pipe.
Not a problem. The rest of you go inside?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I make my way straight to the bar.
Sounds good.
Tap a finger. Gunk, gunk.
As you step inside, the creaking floorboards protest under your feet. The dimly lit interior is clouded with pipe smoke, and the atmosphere is a cacophony of raucous conversations, drunken arguments, and the clinking of tankards. Shadowy figures huddle in the corners. Grizzled sailors and dock workers dominate the bar, and a group of women draped in colorful and tattered garments laugh loudly, their eyes scanning the room for potential clientele. The barkeep, a burly dwarf with a scarred face and very much a no-nonsense demeanor, polishes a mug while ordering a drunken gnome off of a high-top table. You're surrounded by patrons that are arm wrestling, casting dice, having heated discussions, their drunken states ranging from jovial to belligerent. Also, if you're walking inside, give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
22.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Natural 20.
1.
Wow.
Okay.
11.
Yeah.
Vidar, it's sort of like a swinging door that you guys open in. He's sort of looking the other way, and it just smacks him in the face. It's really good. You take 1 point of damage. The rest of you apparently almost immediately clock just sort of next to the entrance is a table full of men in what seem to be chainmail armor. They have metal helmets that they're not currently wearing. They're sort of off lying on the table in front of them, and are wearing thick, drenched to the bone fur coats, and all sort of like talking in hushed tones off on one side.
So we're not going over there, right?
That must be the remnant, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will make my way to the bar and talk to the bartender.
All right. He seems to be busy doing a bunch of other things all at once, as you know, barkeeps tend to do. But he does sort of like briefly look over to you, if nothing else, with just his eyes, acknowledging that he knows that you're there.
And I will say, one of your best spiced rums.
How much would that cost?
Do we even have gold? We have credit.
17 gold.
I'll pay for it.
I definitely don't
Perfect.
have gold.
Love it.
Wow. War's got the money.
You.
You have the money. Yes.
Sorry, the page is loading.
Yeah. Yeah, we can handle money in a minute. But yeah, are all of you getting drinks?
No.
Get a drink.
No.
Okay. So that's 2 drinks, 3 drinks. Is Ember getting a drink? No, just 2 drinks.
Come on.
Yeah, he sort of quickly, sort of one hand pours those drinks and gets them over to you and slides them over in your direction, while then going off and cleaning a couple other things while yelling at what seemed to be another group of regulars getting rowdy on the far side of the bar.
I take a sip of the rum. How does it taste? Is it good or is it terrible?
No, it's not very good.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I
well,
think it would be. You said your finest rum, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
I think it would be 5 silver a piece. So I guess 1 gold for the 2.
I just slam it back like a Naka style,
Sure.
regardless of the taste.
Yep.
And slam the glass back down on the counter.
I'm gonna like look at him like, oh my gosh, I'm just sipping.
Yeah, Alora, this is probably kind of foul. Like,
Yes.
you've had drinks before, but this is not good. This is not.
I just kind of set it back on the bar. Back away a little bit.
And you said there were people playing dice, correct?
Yeah.
I am proficient in dice. I make this known to the group that's here and say, like, do you think we could possibly see if they're captains, or could we barter, or maybe try to get a ride?
Sure. We could try that.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, you can go over to a table of random people playing dice. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know how to play just dice. I don't know how that works without a Dungeons and Dragons attached to it.
I mean, I can't say I do either, but I got the I got the big proficiency in cards or dice. And
Okay. Yeah, you walk over to a couple of halflings. You're sort of comically larger than them. They might come up to like your knees. They seem to be all gathered around and playing a game of dice, and they sort of look up to you as you walk over.
Is anybody here a captain of a fine vessel?
Captain? Does anyone look like a captain around here? Nah, we just work them. Want to join our game?
I look back at you and said, guys, this might be a bad idea. Is your captain here?
My captain's a highborn. He wouldn't be caught dead in a place like this. All our captains are highborn.
Oh gosh.
Look at Alora.
Well, if that's the case, then I know where we need to go.
You're joining the game?
Oh no, never
No, I
mind.
don't think that. Yeah.
Ah, loser.
They go back to playing.
He probably said
Fortnite.
something fouler than loser.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I'll make my way out and lead everyone else. Hopefully. Come on, let's go.
All right.
Alright.
So I see him leave.
Yeah. Also,
What'd you guys
your fear.
learn?
Give me a perception check, just as you're hanging out there.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. With the dirty 20, you notice your newest friend from the dock, hood up, walking in the direction of the Salty Kraken.
Because I'm in the alley, can I try to kind of blend in so I can't be seen? by
Give
him?
me a stealth check.
Nope. That's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you duck down. He doesn't seem to notice you, and he just walks straight in.
Okay. Is there a window in the alley that I could see him through?
I feel like there probably wouldn't be a window to the alley.
Not in the alleyway. Yeah.
Can I try to peer in through the front?
Sure. I'll ask for a second stealth check though.
Okay. Uh, 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. You peer in through the window. You can see the rest of your party. Naka talking to some halflings about dice, apparently. Alora pushing away a giant mug of something foul looking. And you look over to see, was it Dorian? I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of immediately walk over to the table of other remnant and start like bending over. You can't hear what he's saying, obviously, but talking whispered tone. And all of a sudden there's this moment where all of them like gasp and like pull away.
Oh boy.
And immediately like start getting their things together.
Okay. Can I a DM's point of order real quick? Because I don't know. What? Oh, am I shaking your tail? I'm sorry. I'm real sprawled out here, mansplaining over here. How quickly could I use something from my disguise kit?
Not that quick. It takes
Not
a
that
minute
quick?
to
Okay.
put it together. Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's an hour if I remember correctly.
Do we
If I
notice Dorian walk in and this whole thing happening?
Give me a perception check, sure.
Can we all do that?
Yeah.
12.
3.
2. I must be focused on those colorful dresses or something. I don't
Your
know.
head-
I'm not
your-
paying attention.
Yeah. Get it by
There's not those back
11.
home.
Do they look? Do they look like pitchfork and knives, or do they look like just like surprised?
Like surprised and I don't know,
Followed
like a
by
sparkle in their
pitchforks.
eye sort of thing. Not pitchforks, like
More excited.
like
I think.
excited. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stand in the street right outside the door.
Okay. All right. So party will have you pop out first.
I was going to say, when we leave, are they still at the table?
Yeah, you would see them all at the table.
And how close to the door are they?
They are very close to the door.
Are there, do we see anything like hanging from them or anything like that possibly could be swiped?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh gosh, anybody want to assist? I only have a -1. I'm just kidding. Gosh, it's a 1.
Okay, nope.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. Party, you head out to find your fear hanging out in the middle of the street.
I thought you were supposed to be hiding.
Huh?
I thought you were supposed to be hiding.
You can see me.
Gosh, you're ridiculous.
Did you find Longfellow?
We weren't
No, we
finding
were
Longfellow.
actively avoiding him.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were. I'll be honest.
Where have you been?
Well, he is right behind you guys.
Is he right behind us?
Nope. At least you don't think so.
Then maybe we should keep moving. Quickly.
Yeah, maybe we should. We need to go to the Azure retreat.
Oh, okay.
Lead the way.
Sure.
If all the captains are highborn, that's where they'll be staying.
All right.
Okay.
After you, Laura.
All right, I lead the way as best as I can because I've never been to the Salty Kraken before. So
You've been to Gold Harbor enough times. I mean, it's
Okay.
been a number of years, but You can get a general direction, and if you've been anywhere in the Gold Harbor, you've been to the Azure Retreat. You know how
Did
to.
Laura walk out with her drink? She's still carrying it. Like, oh,
I would
I'm
imagine
so
so.
scared.
Yeah. All right.
As we're walking, do I notice if anyone's leaving the Salty Kraken?
You don't see anybody, any remnant. You don't notice any of them leaving.
As we're walking, I'm gonna let everyone know that our buddy Dorian did actually walk into the Kraken, and it looked like he told some people of our little run-in. Not sure if you guys saw that or not. All right. So
Sure didn't.
probably be on the lookout for that. But let's go on to the thing.
Okay. You head towards the sort of northern section of the west coast, and soon find yourselves at a more serene and opulent part of the city. Here, a row of grandiose houses stretch along the beachfront, each boasting its own secluded patio and private access to the sandy shores. The ocean's vast expanse unfolds before these residences, offering a breathtaking view of the waters that twinkle under the waning sun. Nope, there is no waning sun, because it's nighttime. The grounds of this luxurious enclave are a display of meticulous care and appreciation for the exotic. Lush plants and vibrant flowers are arranged in artful displays, creating an atmosphere of both elegance and tranquility. The houses themselves stand in stark contrast to the colorful buildings of the city. They are larger, more opulent, and their architecture a blend of grandeur and subtlety. Unpainted, unlike the almost garishly painted houses of the rest of the city, their walls showcase rare materials, smooth stones that shimmer slightly in the light, and finely crafted wood that speaks of skilled artisans and distant forests. Between these magnificent abodes, you glimpse the private beach, its sand appearing to glitter in the moonlight with a strange, almost golden luminescence. At the center of this row of houses is a relatively low building, distinguished yet inviting. A gilded sign declares it as the Azure Retreat.
Here it is. Ta-da!
So what should we expect from the... You said this is for highborns only, so this is kind of like a upper class.
Yes, this is very swanky, if you will.
Swanky.
Should
Look
you
at
be doing all
Vidar.
the talking?
I don't think you're very swanky.
Yeah, and I've been here before.
I take off my hand that's sticking up a middle finger, and I place it in his hands.
Brings new
Hold on.
meaning to the phrase, give you the middle finger.
That's great. I hand it back to him.
I keep it. I reattach it, but keep the middle finger up.
Yeah, should you be doing all the talking, or
That's fine, sure.
do we look like we're highborns, or do we look
No.
out of the picture? Okay. Should
No offense, but no.
should I put on a disguise?
Do they actively kick out people who don't look like highborn?
I mean,
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
you don't go here with lowborn.
Right.
You've never
Have I ever
been
seen
to
a
even
lowborn
lowborn
kicked out
before.
Like you probably wouldn't even have had like lowborn servants traveling with you. They would have been like low-ranking highborn servants. So
So maybe Alora should go in first, and the rest of us go in like 30 seconds later. Just so it doesn't necessarily look like she's with us.
Really wish I would have prepared more for this. I could have really dressed up for the occasion.
We could try that.
I have the perfect dress for this in my bag.
A dress? Oh, my.
Just saying.
Very progressive of you.
Yes.
I'm a man of many talents.
All right, well, I guess I'll go in first. If you guys do come in, don't drink anything, okay?
Why? Why can't we drink anything?
Just don't. And I'll just head in.
Okay.
Hey,
And as she runs in, I like hold my finger up and be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" Because obviously I would want to drink.
Okay. I think
Okay, so-
I would probably. I guess I would try to walk in. I'd be the first one to walk in, with a real straight back. Real trying to look a little swanky. Kind of have like a little shoulder, like Giga Chad movement, you know.
to be clear, are you going in ahead of Elora?
No, after she goes
Okay,
in.
Cool. Does everyone else follow?
I think
Yeah,
I might
I
wait
was
that
gonna
time.
wait a little while.
I feel like
So-
my lab attire will be unique enough that I might
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, do I have any like extra dresses with me? I guess that I could give one to Ember. Just a thought.
Yeah, sure.
I have a dress too. I'm not joking. I have a dress. Yorfir pulls out
He
a
has a
dress from his
dress.
bag.
Yes,
You
he
have a
has a
dress?
dress. I can confirm this.
I have a dress.
Why-
Yeah.
Is that
Like I said,
guy's dress?
I'm pretty good at disguising. This is one of my disguises. If you want to see it, give me a few minutes. If you don't, we'll just go like this.
By a few minutes, do you mean an hour?
Whatever the
I would
DMs
allow
want.
10. I would allow 10 minutes for this one because this
I don't
is
want to see it. Not
a
gonna lie.
existing disguise that you're just putting on.
So
Is there
are
like-
Yorfir and Ember going just to different alleyways and changing
Yep.
into
I'm going to a different alleyway.
Sure.
dresses?
Yeah.
Also, what is the sizing of a what are they called?
Tabaxi.
Yeah.
I
So
almost did you.
The human. Yeah, that's a
Not
beautiful.
Puss in Boots size.
Yeah,
I asked
Ember's
that
6
question
feet tall.
in like session 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a little bit shorter on you than it would be on me.
Cocktail
Okay.
dress.
yeah, with like my
Oh.
tail like pulling it up in the
Right,
back.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a picture here for you guys.
Yeah, Ember. I don't know this. You've probably never worn something quite like this.
Yeah.
This is not quite Decaxian
Yeah,
fashion.
I look visibly uncomfortable in it
Yeah,
for sure.
just like constantly pulling down the
Yeah.
sides of the dress. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, okay, hang on. I'm getting an image. What you guys
Did
see?
you mid-journey
I did.
Yorfir in a
My
dress?
I did. Yes. Well, no, I mid-journeyed who you guys think I mid-journeyed.
Very cool.
Give me 1 second. It's at 78%. It's moving pretty slow.
While that works, we're just gonna go ahead.
Here we go.
You enter in various states of fanciness into the lobby and find a small but elegant reception area. The decor is a blend of luxury and simplicity, with walls adorned with tasteful art depicting seascapes and exotic locales. Soft ambient light filters through delicate glass fixtures, casting a warm glow. At the far end of the room stands a polished wooden desk, behind which a concierge waits. Seems to be a high elf. His attire as impeccable as his poised demeanor. There's also plush seating in a cozy nook, and you smell a subtle fragrance of sea and flowers, which is something that you're probably not accustomed to at this point. Elora, this would be, familiar to you, but not something you'd experienced in a while. Things generally would smell like sweat and dirt for most of you. A small, intricately carved model ship sits on a side table, its sails unfurled as if ready to embark on a journey across the miniature ocean it overlooks. As you enter, are you going straight towards the concierge desk?
Yeah, I am at least. Yeah.
Cool. Also, just to clarify, was it just the three of you going in, or is everyone going in?
I'm staying outside.
Okay.
I can't drink. I'm not going in.
Ah, yes.
Which way are you saying, Grant?
I'm going in.
Okay, cool. Oh, right, your lab coat.
Right.
Okay. That is fantastic. Your fear.
Thank you.
Let's see. As you approach the desk, the concierge peers over his glasses, looking you all up and down. His mouth sets into a bit of a condescending smile as he says, hello, and welcome to the Azure Retreat. How may I help you? Are you, perhaps you, lost your luggage? It appears you are all a bit rumpled.
No, we have not lost our luggage. Do you know who I am?
Please do enlighten me. The smile
I'm
slips.
Laura Battlebrand.
And the smile disappears. He looks very closely at you, leans over the desk and brings his glasses up. By the gods, you are Laura Battlebrand. My lady, my sincerest apologies. What can I do for you today?
Well, we were looking to speak with some sea captains. And we know many of them stay at your wonderful establishment.
More often the merchants that own the ships would stay here, but I could perhaps pass the word down that you are looking to speak with them.
Yes, please do that.
Very well. It is rather late, and we have a policy of not interrupting our guests this late in the evening, but I could arrange for them to hear first thing in the morning. In the meantime, shall I prepare you and your companions I have to say, I am surprised to see you here
Yes.
without your typical escort and without warning.
Father's let me travel by myself today.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
I mean, technically he did. Right?
Yeah, technically. 17. The high roll.
Very well.
We got him with logic and reason, boys and girls.
No, you got me with a nat 1.
Oh, shoot.
Very well. We, of course, only allow one servant to stay with the guests themselves, as of course our homes here are fully staffed. I suppose, which of your fine companions are servants? He looks extremely uncomfortable, by the way.
You're only allowing me one of my servants?
Excuse me.
Yes, I'm sorry. This is our policy. Apologies. Meant to say one lowborn servant. It is our policy to only allow one lowborn servant on the premises to keep it as pristine as possible.
Which of us does he think is highborn?
I know, I was trying to figure out if we know that.
I'd like actually the three of you to make performance checks.
Okay.
15.
5.
18.
And then Ignatius, I'll ask also for a insight check.
Okay. 8.
Cool. He's looking pretty closely at you and Ember, less so at the disguised Dwarfir. It looks actually. No, you got me. Never mind. That's what you get.
Hang on. I came in after Alora, correct?
Yeah, Alora led the way.
Okay.
You're the one who's passing as highborn right now.
Well, no, I got another trick up my sleeve.
Oh gosh.
Gosh, it's whatever.
Excuse me, dearie.
And I'm tapping
Yes.
Alora on the.
Not you, dearie.
And I'm tapping Alora on the the shoulder. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am?
What did the kind man say? Does he think I'm one of your servants?
I don't know. Do you think she's one of my servants?
Oh,
And I'll turn to the...
you're not with this group of ruffians. Do you know who I am?
Please enlighten me, madam.
I am Lady Catflyer. I am here from the Borealis Academy. I am here on business of the Borealis Academy. I'm not with these people. I just need my own room.
Lady Catflyer, give me a moment, please. And
Thank
she
you.
reaches down under the desk and pulls out a massive book and slams it down on the desktop. And
This is the ultimate Rolodex.
Elora, you have seen this book before, and books like it. This is a catalog of the highborn families in the Empire. Begins flipping through to the
Please
seas.
be Catflyer. Please be Catflyer. Please be Catflyer.
Professor Elwyn Thorne sent message 2 weeks ago of my stay here.
I apologize. We have not received such a message.
What do you mean? What is your name, boy?
My name is Moonbrook.
Moonbrook.
Phalar Moonbrook.
Forgive me, Miss Alora. What was it, Battle Brand?
Yes.
Okay, forgive me, one moment. I have a bone to pick with this one here. Now listen, I don't know what you're trying to pull, but Professor Elwyn sent it 2 weeks ago. I have the receipt right here.
And I start fumbling around in my bag. And I want to pull out a piece of paper, flash it, and then put it back in my bag really quickly.
Cool. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
See, this is the document.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Oh my gosh. Cool. He doesn't get a good look at it, but sees some writing. I am sorry that your letter did not get through, but unfortunately we do not have a room reserved for you. Why don't you wait to the side for a moment while I deal with Miss Battlebrand here and Lady Battlebrand, and we will. I will.
Leave this. Do you have a powder
as a
room
show
anywhere?
as an apology. Yes, there is a powder room, but also as an apology. Please, would you like some wine?
I don't want any wine. I haven't had a drink in years.
That perhaps a water to refresh you.
I want nothing. I want a room.
Very well.
Do you have a manager? I would like to speak to your manager.
I am the manager tonight.
Well, you're certainly not managing anything well. Now, finish your conversation with Miss Allura, and I will step over there, and I will...
Was it?
Cat Flyer.
I must insist that you drink this water, please.
I will not be drinking water tonight. I will sit over there, and I will wait for you to finish this discussion here, and then we'll settle this. Now, I will take my bags and go that way.
And I'm going to sit down in the nearest chair.
Okay. He looks irritated, but turns back to Elora for the moment. Now, Miss Battlebrand, which of your fine servants will be staying with you tonight?
I will just do a short bow and take a step back.
Okay. This one.
Very well. I can prepare the two of you your rooms, and of course you will have your usual location, and we will have that prepared for you shortly. I'm afraid that your other servant will have to find other arrangements in the city. Now, Lady Catflyer,
Muted.
you're muted.
Is Iggy starting to walk towards the door?
Iggy?
I suppose I would, yeah.
You, sir. Boy, who's walking away? Yeah, come.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Miss Allura, would you
Okay.
mind if I have a room tonight? Could I borrow him? I'm weary from my travels. Could I use him tonight for my own purposes? Not like that. Not like that, young boy, young girl. You've taken it all out of context. These old bubbles don't work like that. It's dusty and crusty. No moisture anywhere. I need help with my bags. And not those types of bags.
I'm visibly like blushing right now. If yes,
I'll pay you whatever you need, whatever services. I will well compensate him. I'm sure the manager. We will figure this out, and he will fix it all, but I need help.
Lady Catflyer, the estates are fully staffed to handle all of your needs. The allowance for a lowborn servant is more a courtesy to those who have a particular servant that they prefer to have wait on them personally. But as this fine gentleman is not your personal servant, I must insist that you use the retreat staff.
Can I lean across the desk and whisper in his ear? I really do use him for needs.
Can you say that a bit louder?
I really want to use him for other needs. That I don't think your retreat staff would take kindly to.
If you wish to find that, I'm sure there are plenty of places in the city where you can.
He has half an ear. I find that appealing.
Lady Catflyer, allow me to be blunt. He pours a glass of water and pulls out a... actually, make a perception check.
Okay, alright.
Alora did warn us to not drink anything.
That's why I'm not trying to drink anything. You said perception? I got a 10.
Perception. I also got a 10. Active beats passive. So you don't see anything.
Good.
I'm afraid I must insist. If you do not drink this glass of water, I cannot allow you to stay here.
What is it with you and this water? I've never been forced water so much in my life.
If you are who you claim to be, then it is a glass of water. If not...
Interesting.
Okay. I am the mother effing master of disguise, and I believe I'm Lady Catflyer. I'm gonna drink that water.
I am who I say I am! And I grab that water, and I just go,
Whoom! Full force and slam that glass down with the force of an 85-year-old woman.
For sure.
Oh, boy.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. This is 17. Yeah,
17. Cool. That's pretty good.
yeah, I needed to roll like a 25 to make it work, probably.
Yep, probably.
I am the master of
You
disguise.
wish it was the 25.
It's fine. This is role play, okay? Listen, I got myself away from you guys. It's okay. My plan's all right.
You, oh boy.
Is Alora still in the lobby for this, or is she gone?
I'm here, yeah. I mean, my room's not ready, right? I'm here to see the show.
Yeah, you. YOLO!
I'll also assume that Ember and Iggy are in Ember to stay with Alora and Iggy because you're not sure whether you're supposed to stay or go.
I don't even look at you guys.
I've been
I'm
like
fully believing what I am doing.
I've been like picking up the bags whenever your fear tells me to pick them up, and then putting them down whenever the concierge is like nah, and picking them up, and then like,
I'll pay you quite well for that, boy. Wait till tonight.
You, at first, it's just a relatively clean glass of water, like one of the cleanest glasses of water you've probably had in a long time. and you stare back defiantly at Moonbrook.
I'm gonna lean over to Ember and be like, "Can you might want to avert your eyes."
Oh no. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
You feel something twinge in your stomach a little bit. And then it twinges a little harder. And then a massive cramp hits you hard enough to double you over, and you feel yourself beginning to dry heave. But it doesn't stay dry for very long. Within about 30 seconds of downing the glass of water, it has all come back up and is currently coating the floor. You are projectile vomiting. Probably hitting the concierge a bit.
Yeah, I'm aiming it directly at him.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I want it just aiming.
Yeah, as soon as the first splash hits him, he immediately
gosh.
backs off and runs over to a small rope behind the counter and pulls it. And you continue vomiting until further notice.
All right. What did you do? How could you do that? I'm Lady Catflyer.
I quite honestly do not care if you are Lady Catflyer or not. You are not highborn. I have no letter stating that you would be arriving. You shall not be staying here tonight. The guards will be here momentarily.
Can I see if there's a bathroom? Do I see, like, if there's a door that there's a bathroom anywhere
Sure.
nearby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just off to the side. Yeah.
I want to run to the bathroom real quick.
Cool. The guards are walking in the door as you're walking into the bathroom. And the concierge is pointing at you. And, you're also vomiting all over it, so it's probably pretty obvious.
I'm puking all over the guards as they get near.
Sure. Are you attempting to resist arrest?
Well, can I ask, can I actually attempt to resist? Since I'm vomiting so much. I guess since I'm walking, I guess I can.
Yeah, like you can move.
Uh-huh.
Not very well.
Sure.
I'd say you would have disadvantage on any checks and lose your proficiency bonus as well.
Okay. I think he would... I mean, he's probably in an extreme amount of pain, just vomiting like that. I think he would probably be like, unhand me, and trying to just puke as much on the floor and all over them as he can, and wiggle a little bit in hopes that they maybe slip and fall on the puke a couple times.
Oh yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
But
No
I don't get the
proficiency
bonus, correct?
Right. So it's
All right, so
essentially just a
16,
flat dexterity
just
check.
a flat 16.
Sorry, with disadvantage.
Oh, with a disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
16. I got it. I rolled 18 for my second roll.
Okay. Cool.
People immediately left the stream as I started gagging.
Yeah, you actually managed to slip past the guards, literally slip past the guards for a moment, and I assume you're beelining it for the door.
Yeah, I'm running. Actually, wait, is there stairs going upstairs?
No, this is actually a one-story building.
It's a one-story building. Darn, that really sucks.
Yeah, this one is.
This is the place where you check in. This is not
Okay.
the place where people stay.
This is the front desk. The houses that you were passing, those are where
Yeah.
people stay, and those are multiple stories.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm running out.
Cool.
I'm running out, just puking. My guts
They
out.
are following you, and
I run past the group, though. I want to make it look like I'm not a part of them.
Sure. What the heck? Jesus. Yeah, the two guards burst out the door after you and both make a snatch at you. I rolled natural 3s for both of them. So you get to, I'll say you are like across the street.
Okay.
If you manage to evade them one more time, I'll say that you can get away scot-free.
All right. Slippery when wet. You want me to do another deck save? At disadvantage?
Yes. Yes, at disadvantage.
I got a 12.
Does Vidar and Naka see this happening as they run out?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm running
I didn't
past
do
you guys,
anything.
though.
Throw it up everywhere.
Yeah, just screaming. Do you know who I am?
All right. One of the guards trips and falls. The other, though, manages to get a grip on you with a 15.
Okay.
And is holding firm, sort of like hand tangled in your dress to keep it from slipping out.
Okay. I puke on him.
Cool.
Can't you
He-
help
he
an
looks-
old woman?
He looks like this is not the first time he's been
Okay.
puked on.
That's fine. I still continue to puke on him.
Cool. Yeah, you are now being marched away from the Azure Retreat.
It's just one dude, right?
The other one has caught up, and he's not holding on. The other one is not holding on to you, but he's following
Okay.
along with.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You
Can I try one thing, or am I done?
what would you like to try?
With all my effort, I want to push up, basically do a full, like, off the ground push forward, trying to slam them into the ground. I'm assuming both of them have my arms like this, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Knowing that it could knock the wind out of me as well.
Okay, make a strength check with disadvantage.
Okay. Ew, this is already bad anyways. I got an 8.
Cool. You sort of flop limply in their grasp. Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay. While that's happening, inside, the concierge has pulled another rope, a different rope, and you see servants come out of the of side doors and begin mopping up the mess. I apologize that you had to see that, Lady Alora. We will have your room ready for you momentarily.
Thank you.
I will give another short bow and, Flora's lava my way out the front door.
Flora's vomit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get out of the lobby and meet Naka and Vidar there. What do you say? Or do you say anything?
Well, that was an event. Alora and Ember are in. They're gonna talk to some people, but not until the morning. So
Back to the salty kraken.
Sounds good to me.
You saw what happened to your fear.
I'm not gonna ask.
Do we need to follow him, or just hope he gets out eventually?
Don't worry about me, boys. I'll fail some fortune saves. It's all good.
So is the party officially splitting up? Is that what's occurring?
3-way split.
Oh my gosh.
I suppose, are the three of you just heading back to the Kraken? Are you trying to follow your fear? What's going on?
I mean,
Maybe we should follow your fear just to
at least to know where he's at.
where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. You follow them to the end of the lane and around a corner, and they march her about 20 or 30 feet down the lane, and then both lift up and swing back and toss her forward. And one of them, the one you vomited all over, I suppose both of them were probably vomited on at this point, but just sort of wipes the vomit off his chest and flicks it at you, and says, "Don't come back if you know what's good for you." And they turn around and go back.
No respecter of age, huh?
I am an old woman. Yeah. How could you do that to a respect your elder? All right, I dust myself off. Do I see my boys coming down the road?
Yeah, you would see them. However,
I still puking?
I would like you to roll 2d4 and tell me not the total, but each individual die.
Okay. I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay. Your Constitution score is reduced by 1, and your Charisma score is reduced by 4. As you feel this take effect, you also begin to feel tingling in your fingers and toes, and your brow breaks out in a sweat. You have, however, stopped vomiting for the moment, partially because there's nothing left to vomit up, but also partially the dry heaves have stopped as well. The stat decreases will restore by 1 point every long rest.
That's rough. I told you not to drink.
She told you not to drink it.
Oh my
You also cannot restore hit points on a short rest, and on a long rest you only restore half of your hit points until
For how long?
the stat reductions have been erased. So
4 more days.
4 long rests? Oh gosh. Bro.
Boy.
I don't even feel bad. You were warm.
This is a F around and find out sort of moment if I've ever seen one.
I was hoping someone was gonna drink, so just to see,
Is it too much peeking behind the DM screen to know like what if he was highborn, would it have had the same effect?
Nope. Would have been fine.
Interesting.
Laura, do you want to talk about what that is? That
Sure.
stuff is?
Yeah, it's called Lobane. And when you're in like a highborn establishment such as this, it will be laced into all the drinks. It's kind of like a status thing, like, oh, you know, highborns can drink it and are fine. And then it's also just to root out lowborns, so they can throw them out.
I missed. I'm just typing up notes. For a long rest, what is restored? Just my charisma or the
With your
negative.
stats go up by 1
Okay.
for every long rest. And
To
until
what they were before.
Correct.
Yes. And until your stats are back to normal, you only restore half HP on long rest and no HP on short rest.
Can he take healing from other sources like potions or spells or whatever? And if there's anything that we can do to like buff the number of hit points that someone would get on a short rest, does that not take effect?
I feel like you'd get the extra, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
To the salty kraken.
I suppose. If for nothing else than to just get a room. Was it like an inn? Or just a bar?
It is a
Saloon.
tavern / inn, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Alora and Ember, I guess we're gonna assume you guys probably get an estate all to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Which
And
Ember,
like
this will be
half
the
a dozen
nicest place
servants waiting on
you've
you.
ever been, ever. A full spa day should you want to have it. So ladies can have fun over there, I suppose.
Ladies' night.
The men, you head back to the Salty Kraken. Find it maybe a little less full than it was before, but still pretty lively.
Are the cloak-soaked people still there?
They're not there.
Okay.
Can we see the harbor? Is the ship still there, or are they gone? Still? Are they gone?
The harbor is not within eyesight.
Okay,
of-
not with an eye. Okay, all right.
Are the colorful no, I'm kidding.
I mean, hey, we can do a fade to black if you want to do a fade to
No,
black.
I'm good.
Does it look like there is a trail of water on the ground leading out, or like in
Interesting, yeah.
towards
It'd be an
rooms?
investigation check.
Well, that's pretty good. I like that.
Maybe or survival if that's any better. I doubt it, but
It's not gonna matter. I only got a 4 on the die. I hate how these skills are. Wait, what did you ask for?
Investigation or survival.
Okay, so it's a 7 or a 9. How is my survival +5?
Don't know.
Jeez.
Either way,
Hey, you still lived through the bomb.
it looks like someone has been coming through here and mopping anyway, so it's hard to tell.
Okay.
Good thought.
yeah, there's like
How
a
are we-
one floor sign out,
Mm-hmm.
except it's covered in curse words and graffiti.
Right.
Vider made a good point last time. How are we gonna pay for this room?
I hope your fear has some money.
Oh yeah. You're right. You guys don't have any money.
Do I have money? Let me check.
Or shall we call
I
you
suppose
Lady
we never really
Cat
handled it.
Flyer?
Yeah, Lady
Yeah,
Cat
it's-
Flyer. I am
I suppose
Cat
you're
Flyer.
still very disheveled, looking a bit sick, but you're still dressed as Lady Campfire.
You know, I don't have any money. We can trade.
Zero?
Well,
What'd you say?
I don't have any
You don't have any
money in
money?
my inventory.
Oh my gosh, what'd you spend it on?
probably just
That
don't
dress?
add that during character creation, you would have some money to start with.
Okay. I thought it
we
was
also
taken
didn't
from
handle.
me, so.
I don't believe so.
No. Okay.
I don't remember when that would have happened.
What were you saying, Stu?
Yeah, we did not handle who has the 100 gold that you were given by the wardens.
Oh.
So it's possible you have that. I guess who do we think it would have gone to?
Definitely not Lucky. I don't know. I guess probably
It
it would have
went
been
to
50-50. Alora has some and I have some. Perfect.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah, you
How
got some
much?
money.
I go up to the person. Excuse me.
Yep.
How much for a room? In your fine
Uh,
establishment.
Private rooms are all full, but we got some room in the common space if you need it.
The common space?
Yeah,
How
there's the
much?
street. That's free.
How much is the common space?
What was it?
Are there beds?
Something like that. It was 2 copper a night. That right? Or 2 silver?
I look at the.
2 copper, I think it was.
Yeah.
We could
Do
for
we
the
wanna
common
s-
rooms.
Copper
Do we
per
want to
person.
stay in the common rooms, or would we rather sleep on the streets?
What do we have any clue what that means? The common room?
I think it's just the room we're in, where everyone is.
Your fear would at least know. It's effectively like imagine a big storage room that's been converted into.
Like a hostel.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of beds. Oh,
Okay.
You'll be sleeping in a big room with a bunch of other strangers.
You'll be fine.
We'll take your finest
with me.
common room.
All right,
And I give the
that's,
2 copper.
That'll be 8 copper for all of you.
Oh, the price keeps going up.
8 copper.
Inflation.
If you can't afford 8 copper, I don't know what to tell you, lady.
I'm old, okay? I bought my house for 3 copper.
Yeah.
85 years ago.
Entrance is entrance is out back.
Thank you.
I head towards the back.
The back.
Wherever the common. Where exactly is out back?
She
I-
points to the front door and then
I walk out the front door. I go to the back.
Before we leave, I look to your fear and I point to the bar. And like I
I
hold
have
up one
had
finger.
so many vomits tonight. I can't have another thing in me.
No, not for you. For me.
All right. I give him a little money to go have his drink.
all right.
Can I have a gold too? For totally
What do you
infringed?
want?
I don't know.
Is he looking at the pretty ladies over
Those
there?
dresses.
Do the dresses have you? Those hussies won't help you. They probably have diseases.
I give him a gold anyways.
I'll still follow
Well, you have a
I-
gold on your inventory now.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, so
that.
your fear, you can mark down. You mark down 2 gold and add 4 silver and 2 copper.
2 gold. Okay, now that I understand. 4 silver, 2 copper. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. I don't know. So, is anyone gonna stay with Naka? Are we splitting up in more?
I'll
ways than
listen.
one?
I'll be 2 seconds, alright? You saw me hammer that drink last time.
Just
I
gonna-
did it. I was in the
I just I'll
street.
wait for Naka then.
All right. I'll wait for him to
Alright.
smash his spice rum.
You get another one. You slam it out. It's just as bad. Maybe
Just as
even
bad.
worse. But it does the job.
All right. We're gonna head out to the back.
Yeah, you head outside, head around to the back alley. There's a couple drunks just vomiting in the side, and your fear, you kind of like a little bit as you pass by. But you eventually find what looks to be like a cellar door that is on the back of this building.
Can I hear anything from inside the cellar door?
You hear small movement.
All right. I open the door.
Compared to inside. Yeah.
I start walking.
You open the heavy wooden door and reveal a set of very creaky stairs down to a very dimly lit, very musty space beneath the inn. The air is thick with the scent of stale ale, sweat, and an underlying hint of mildew. Sparse flickers of light from a few sputtering candles cast long shadows across the room, doing little to dispel the gloom. The floor is a patchwork of worn stone and rotting wood, sticky in places with unidentifiable spills. The walls are lined with rickety bunks, each layered with threadbare mattresses that have certainly seen better days. Stains of dubious origin mar the fabric, with the faint rustle of unseen critters suggesting you will not be sleeping alone. A few hammocks, frayed and sagging, hang between the bunks, swaying gently in the damp air. The communal space is occupied with a motley assortment of travelers, snoring drunkards, and various vagrants wrapped in tattered cloaks. A heavy, sour odor permeates the room, mixture of body odor, damp, and something you can't quite place, but instinctively know to avoid. The atmosphere is oppressive and certainly a very, very far cry from the luxury of the Azure Retreat. Cut to the ladies having a full spa day surrounded by beautiful shiny marble walls, having their nails done. Yeah.
Love it. Mm-hmm. I feel at home here. I like it. Reminds me of my youthful days. All right, I'm gonna find an empty cot. Do I notice anyone? Do I recognize anyone down there? Is everyone staring at us? What's going on?
If you're speaking specifically of remnant, you do not see any remnant down there.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna just find a cot, and I am going to sit down and rest my very tired body from all of the nausea.
That's probably a good idea.
I will take first watch.
I was going to ask if I could clear the area and use production value one more time.
You're going to fart?
No. I'm going to roar 3 times as loud as my normal voice.
What? What? The barbarian?
You are just immediately everyone in the room that was asleep is no longer asleep.
Oh my gosh.
Staring at you.
No.
The staring, they didn't run. They're just staring. They can't run.
Alright, so like they're passed out drunk. You have managed to make them conscious. You can hear the sound in the tavern upstairs quiets down as everybody heard the sound from below and is trying to figure out what that was.
Forgive my friend, he's constipated. Anyone have any Activia?
I just find a cot and lay down as well.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
That's so good.
Iggy, Vidar, how you feeling?
I'm going to sleep so fast.
Not great, but gonna find a bed and get some sleep.
I am actively trying to not touch anything that I can avoid touching, and I will cast Force Intuition and go on with the first watch.
Okay. And who's got second watch? Is that your fear?
Or do you want to split that between Naka and Vidar? Because
I
you're
would-
fierce.
One, I've just been puking all night. I would
Yeah,
like
let's
to
do-
take a
let's do
long
that.
rest. As much as I'm very helpful in the situation, I would like to take a long rest.
So Iggy for 4 hours, then Naka and Vidar for 2.
If your fear doubles up, since he only needs 4 hours of
Only need 4
meditation,
hours.
No.
You can only gain the benefits of a long rest once in a 24-hour
Yeah, that's not how that works.
that's sticky rule.
This is the second time that's come up for you.
Yep.
All right.
Shame.
well, I would like to use all of my 4 hours so I can
Okay.
get a long
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. So it'll be Iggy first, then Naka, and then Vidar. Iggy, it is certainly like there's sort of a regular stream of people coming in and out. It is never totally like motionless down here. But nobody seems to be paying you much of any mind over the course of your time on guard.
Is
However-
Yorva covered with any kind of cloth or bedding or whatever?
It is under my dress and I am laying on top of it.
Okay, I was gonna say if that is not covered, I would.
It is slid
Cover
between
it.
my butt cheeks like Wonder Woman in that movie.
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Grant knows. It is
I know what you're
tucked
saying.
tight between the butt cheeks. Halo
Meanwhile, Vidar,
Oh no.
deep in the dead of night,
This sucks.
you are abruptly torn from the grasp of sleep, catapulted into a waking nightmare. An overwhelming terror seizes you as you try to move, only to find your body utterly paralyzed, a prisoner in your own flesh. Your skin is slick with cold, clammy sweat, and your heart hammers against your rib cage, a frantic rhythm in the suffocating silence of the room. You can hardly force your lungs to inhale, let alone expel enough breath to scream. Then, emerging from the oppressive darkness above, a monstrous form descends. A creature of unspeakable horror looms over you. Its vast, sprawling legs, each a grotesque amalgamation of muscle and bristling hair, stretch wide, encircling you in a cage of shadows. Its movements are sickeningly alien, its bulk lowering towards you with deliberate, menacing intent. Its eyes, a cluster of countless malevolent glowing orbs, fix on you with predatory malice. They are mere inches from your face, staring into you with an intensity that feels like it's piercing into your soul. Its fangs, slick with a thick, glistening slime, click and twitch in anticipation. Its teeth like daggers, dripping with a venom that gleams in the candlelight. But the most horrifying aspect is its abdomen, a pulsating, grotesque mass. Egg sacs, swollen and wriggling, are nestled into the spider's matted, slimy fur, each one of them a birthplace of more nightmares. The air is thick with the stench of rot and death, a putrid scent that fills your nostrils and makes your stomach churn. In this moment of unspeakable terror, you push against the paralysis but find your body once again unresponsive. The RNO hovers above you, scanning every inch of your clammy skin before opening its jaw wide and beginning to speak in a guttural, otherworldly timbre.
The Arno hisses, its voice distorted and broken. As it speaks, fragmented images flash through your mind. The diagnosis, the medication, the crash. It's as if the creature is sifting through your memories, projecting them back in a disjointed, nightmarish collage. The Arno continues, its voice a grotesque mimicry. The imagery shifts, showing you speaking with Hagen, the fairy fire drink, the desperation, the futile search for a cure. The Arno's presence in your mind is invasive, a parasite that has been silently absorbing every detail of your struggle. Suddenly, the room seems to pulsate with a threatening aura. The creature snarls. The images become more vivid, showing the vial of purple worm poison in your backpack, its contents lethal to both host and parasite. In a display of its terrifying power, the Arno's legs twitch menacingly, a mere fraction of an inch, yet enough to send a wave of scorching pain through your entire body. It threatens, its intent clear and cold. The imagery becomes a blur of violence and blood, a tearing of flesh, a vivid demonstration of what it could unleash. 5, 6, 8, S. The Arno accuses, its tone a mix of curiosity and malice. The images now surrounding Hagen's mentioning of Mortimer Valerian. As it speaks, the imagery morphs into a potential future, a symbiosis, a fragile coexistence, balanced precariously on the edge of survival. Hearts open, no tricks, always watching. The atmosphere in the room tightens with an impending sense of doom. The Arno, its massive form still suspended inches from your face, pauses for a moment, its many eyes glinting in the dim light. Then, in a sudden, horrifying burst of movement, the Arno lunges forward, its fangs dripping with venom plunge towards your face, shattering the paralysis binding you. You rip into consciousness, a scream tearing from your throat, raw and filled with terror. Your body jerks upright, flailing as you gasp for air, heart racing in wild panic. The room, once silent and still, jolts in response. The other members of your party are shaken awake by your scream, their expressions a mix of concern and confusion. Around the common room, other sleepers stir, some sitting up with startled looks, others grumbling in irritation at being awoken from their uneasy slumber. For the second time.
I only got about 25% of those words. If I could get a copy paste of what those were, if I was intended to understand it.
Yeah.
Same, I didn't get any of that.
I will, Caleb, why don't you just read those aloud without the voice mod so the stream can actually hear that.
Voice mod, though. Wow, so cool.
Oh, Caleb, we're not getting you.
Yep. The first thing he said was, Vidar knows us, followed by the diagnosis, the medication, the crash. And he said, watch, listen, learn from you, showing you speaking with Hagen, the fairy fire drink, searching for a cure, just pulling up random memories. Poison kills us both. Looking at the purple worm poison that you were given. The Arno twitched and hurt you. And you heard easy kill, just move. Obviously threatening that it would be just as easy to kill you as it would be for you to kill it. It said, Vidar seeks end us. Remove us, but keep alive, or Vidar die. And then thoughts open, no tricks, always watching.
So it wants to be your pet. This sounds like a win.
Sure.
Did it? So we're all awake now.
Yeah, you just heard Vidar like bloody murder scream and is just sweating profusely.
I think I would cast Infiltrate on myself as soon as I wake up and can think somewhat properly.
What is infiltrate?
Invisibility, and then just run.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do we see him go invisible?
And I think
Absolutely, yeah.
Vidar,
No.
I will ask, what are you trying to do?
of course.
Just get out of this room away from people I not care about, but somewhat care about.
I feel like I would be actively force pulling the door shut
Ooh.
as soon as he turns invisible.
Because we know.
You would have
right?
seen that happen. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just watching this all happen.
Okay.
I
So
suppose
Vidar,
if
you
you're-
turn invisible and run towards the door that you go to push against it, and it's fighting you. And Iggy, you probably see the doors like.
I think
Can I run over to the door then and like
Try to
reach for what I can't see? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I would probably try to dodge it if I can see him coming.
Sure. Yeah.
So you would have, I believe, you would have advantage on the grapple check, and he would have disadvantage on it. So Naka, that'd be athletics against Vidar, your athletics or acrobatics. Naka disadvantage, Vidar advantage.
Dirty 20.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's not 20. It's 4 plus whatever my athletics
door's
is,
still
6
shut,
or 10.
so
Yeah.
we're still good there.
Yeah, you go to catch him and you don't seem to find purchase on anything.
How
Vidar,
long
what
does
do you
that
want?
ability last, Vidar?
An hour.
Oh, come on,
Of course
dude.
it does.
Oh, it's just invisibility. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought
it's
this
just
was okay.
invisibility.
Cool.
Like
Vidar,
Wait.
I'm going to ask you a question and I'm going to need you to answer it truthfully.
Yeah.
Does Vidar have any current intentions of taking the worm poison?
Well, he gave it to
No.
Naka, right?
Yeah,
Naka
I don't
should
have
have
it.
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Never mind.
I think I'd be like calling out for Vidar. And like
I don't respond. Is there any other exit? Or is this
No.
the only exit?
No. Yeah.
whatever's going on, we can help you.
At this point, there are several other patrons that are probably getting spooked and looking around at what's going on.
But don't worry. He has schizophrenia.
Question.
You don't
Bad
know what
nightmares.
that is.
Mechanical
He has
question.
bad nightmares. He's a drug
I can-
addict.
I can take off my hand and control it kind of like a mage hand, but just how I want it built into the mechanical body. Does that stay invisible, or does that become seen if I...
First question, Does that require concentration?
Let me check.
Also, where's the threshold for like what breaks invisibility?
It's attacks or casting a power specifically,
Okay.
assuming it works like normal invisibility.
It's no. As an action on your turn, you control the hand. It doesn't require concentration.
I mean, it's still part of you. I guess, like, if someone chopped off your arm, would it stay invisible or would it appear?
That would be an attack, and all of you would be visible. But
Well, no, it's if you make an attack, not if someone makes an attack against you.
oh, sure.
I don't know, do we do highs or lows on this?
Sure.
Rather than spend a lot of time looking it up. Highs or lows, Vidar?
Highs.
Got a 3. So it would become visible, and you would probably know this.
I think I would go for it.
Okay, so I think I want to find out what happens next before I say what I'm going to say.
I want to ask about the spider's words again. So it wants to be removed.
So
from me?
I posted it into the all players chat, so you can look at it in more detail at your leisure. But it essentially it said remove us, but keep alive.
And was there any indication on how to remove?
No.
Although there was mention of the person we were eventually going to go see in Dawncrest, right?
Valerian.
Was
Yeah, you got
that
an image
a
of him.
don't go see him? Because it talked about the poison right next to it. Was like that he intends to end us with him.
So basically the thought is this, for the sake of simplifying it. The RNO, obviously been listening, knows that you have the ability now to just kill the both of you at any moment. And it wants to make it very clear that it also has the ability to kill the both of you at any moment. And figure it is in both of your best interests for the RNO to be removed from you.
Okay.
But it would like to do so without being killed in the process. So when you go speak to the Archon or anybody else, I would advise you to be careful with your requests.
Yep.
I don't know if you can answer this, but can the RNO only hear like what Aaron is saying, or can the RNO hear everything that's going on around it, Vidar, at all times?
Definitely can't answer that.
Okay. Had a feeling, but I wanted to ask anyway.
Okay. Did he take his arm off then,
No, I didn't.
Vidar? Okay. All right.
You're still just invisible somewhere in the basement right now.
Yep, probably in a corner somewhere.
Okay, then
Right.
I'm gonna try what worked last time, and I'm gonna do an encrypted message to Vidar.
What are you gonna?
I'm going to say, Vidar, it's okay. Calm down. We are here for you. We will get you the help you need. Focus on where you were with us. You know who we are.
There's one last thing I would like to ask. Naka's bag, is it on his bed or is it on him when he's searching for me?
I'll leave this up to you, John, because this would be like, how paranoid were you feeling last night, essentially?
So was this whose rest was the? Or I mean, who was watching at this time? Was it?
I believe this was still in Iggy's, right, Caleb?
Yep.
I mean, truthfully, I don't think Naka would have wore his bag to sleep, but whether he held it. But I don't think he would. I don't think he would have it on him when he'd run after, because he wouldn't have been thinking about the bag. He probably would have tossed it on the cot and ran for Vidar. So it's probably on the bed.
Vidar, I need you to answer me truthfully.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about poison right now?
I am thinking about getting the poison and dumping it, so Naka can't use it to end the both of us.
Oh. Oh. How the turntables.
Okay. All right.
I would go to the bed and try to find the poison.
Are you trying to do this stealthily so no one sees you fooling around in it?
Yep.
Okay, give me a
He is
sleight of
also
hand.
invisible, and we're looking at the door.
Yeah.
With
I imagine at
advantage.
some point you'd look around, yeah.
But the bag would be close to Iggy and I because we were together.
Close-ish, yeah.
23.
Oh,
Is there
stop
any
it.
way one of us can roll against that?
Against the
Yes, but it would
23?
be with disadvantage because you're trying to
Perception
see an invisible
disadvantage,
creature.
You said perception?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to roll a
Perception
20 twice.
I mean, it's worth the rolls.
It is. No,
Who has a good perception? I have a
All
plus
of you can roll. All of you
4.
can roll.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Alright.
Disadvantaged.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Come on, please get a good second roll. Dang it!
I wish I was there. I have +6 for perception.
Oh my gosh.
I
got
also have
19 and
plus
22. 19 and 22.
The highest,
so-
my lowest was a 23.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
Your
dude.
lowest was a 23?
it. Yep.
Wow.
Bang.
I have +4s for perception.
But you got a 20 and a 19?
I got. Oh nope. Then it was a 19 and 18. My math is wrong. My bad.
Okay.
No. Then I failed.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
So, Vidar, you managed to rumble through, knock away the Pharaoh blade and whatever else you find in there, and eventually find the purple worm poison. And probably when you go to grab it, you feel like tension in every single one of your muscles.
Oh wow.
I would like to smush the vial and then
Like
make my
crush
way,
it in your hand.
kind of crush it in my hand.
Not a good idea. That's probably
does
gonna
it?
hurt.
Yeah. Does that do
So
something?
I just, is it a glass, what kind of vial is it, I guess?
Yeah, it's a glass vial. And
I suppose if you're doing it with your mechanical
He has a
hand,
mechanical arm.
probably not a bad idea.
Mechanical hand's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Could I kind of leave my mechanical hand in the bag and then make my way to the door, and then as I unpop out of invisibility, smash the vial?
Sure. Now, the door, to my understanding, is still being held closed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're going
We
to
won't
the
be
door and dropping
To
invisibility.
the door, dropping invisibility, then remotely controlling my hand and then crushing the vial.
Don't do it in my bag. Come on.
Yeah. So you're just going to be sitting at sort of the top of the stairs.
Yep.
Can you pull that? Okay. Yeah. You go to the top of the stairs. You sort of probably all see Vidar appear. What is sort of your appearance or demeanor when you do that? When they see you, Vidar?
Probably sweating, crying. All the above.
And at
Think
the
you did the
same
freeze time
moment,
thing.
you hear this like glass breaking quietly behind you.
And I look at Vidar and I say, "What did you do?"
You don't understand. I didn't have a choice. We need to get to, what's his name?
Mortimer Valerian.
Mortimer fast.
The Archon of Alchemy. That might be easy to remember.
Yeah.
I look at Iggy and I look at Yorfir.
I mean, I was just saying I thought we were going to Dawncrest first.
I think we should go get Alora and Ember.
So, just to be clear, you would not be getting a long rest if you leave now.
In the morning, we should go get Alora and Ember.
I'd also say, Naka, as you're sort of walking closer to Vidar, having this conversation, you can see like all of his arms and legs just constant moving under his skin, wriggling around underneath, even like in the side of his neck and everything. Just constant movement.
Really bad nightmares.
And I think that's where we'll leave it off for the night.
All right.
Did they know it was my hand that broke it? I don't know.
I mean, you're not wearing your arm.
It's a hand. I have an arm, just a detachable hand.
Then you only have one hand.
Yeah.
You're handless.
They probably haven't put it together yet. That'll probably be a conversation that will come up shortly.
So the hand just like walked over there, or does it float?
It walks. It can't float.
Vidar, but also Vidar went over there and put his hand in the bag.
I just want to make sure I understood. Yep.
Good. Okay. See you all next week. See you all at our very long Christmas episode.
On the 29th.
Bye-bye.